Hi, I'm Joy Pullmann. I'm the executive editor of the Federalist, and I have got a doozy of a New York Times article about Amy Coney Barrett. I'm just going to go through this and read a couple of lines from it. It is by a woman named Laura Bazelon, who was listed as a law professor on the New York Times article up this morning, Saturday, September 26th, the same day that the president's expected to announce his replacement pick. So she says, President Trump's promise to name a woman to replace Ruth Bader Ginsburg is cynical and insulting to the millions of women who view the late Supreme Court justice as a feminist icon. Get that? Picking a woman is anti-feminist. Okay. Let's find out why she believes this is the case. Well, one of the things Miss Bazelon says is, the message to women is clear. Nothing to see here, ladies. One of you is as good as any other. Oh, that's absolutely what the feminists are thinking when they're demanding that corporate boards put women on their, have a certain representation, equal number of women on the boards as men. And it's totally not them saying any one of you is as good as any other. Just get someone with an XX chromosome. Okay, I can't keep track of all of the like whiplash going on within the left. None of their philosophy makes any sense whatsoever. But, I mean, she has to sit here and figure out how to smear a woman from a feminist perspective. So, of course, we all know what at the core is of smearing women according to feminist perspective. It's, of course, abortion. Because what's more woman than killing the thing that women can do that men can't? So, back to Miss Bazelon. She says, women aren't gym socks purchased in bulk so that a replacement can be seamlessly substituted into the rotation when one goes missing in the washing machine. Wait a second, Miss Bazelon, I thought laundry was supposed to be not women's work and we shouldn't be using stereotypes about women's work in our New York Times article op-eds. How did this one get past the editorial board? Nobody knows. Probably just because it's anti-Amy Coney Barrett. Anything conservatives do, the lefts, I think that's the real answer here. The reason that they have so much whiplash is there's no consistency because it's whatever the right does, they hate, even if it doesn't make any sense at all. Okay. And of course, let's get to the part about abortion because abortion, everybody knows, abortion is the real thing going on here. So, quote, the fact that President Trump's nominee is a woman matters less if she does not support the causes at the heart of the long continuing march for gender equality that Justice Ginsburg championed. Get that, ladies? You're not really a woman if you're pro-life. I guess this lady has never done any studies about the fact that the majority of people who are pro-life are women. You know why? Because we understand what an abortion means, and the violation of having, utensils scraping out our insides of our bodies is really not something that we consider pro-woman. But no, she doesn't consider that. It's just put the label woman on anything as long as it's the left's policy agenda, and then nobody looks under the hood and sees whether the label actually matches the contents. This is ridiculous. I got more coming up. Just a second here. I'm just going to close with the final paragraph of this amazingly rich op-ed, and I'll just read it. Republicans would have us believe that ramming through Justice Ginsburg's replacement less than 2 months before the election and after denying President Obama, who had 11 months left in his second term, a chance to replace Justice Antonin Scalia, is fine and dandy because, well, the new justice is a woman. When it comes to the Supreme Court, we've been to this identity politics movie before, and we know how it ends. I love how this lady is all of a sudden attacking identity politics. Did you notice that? Which everybody knows stems directly from leftist philosophy. The Marxism is identity politics is Marxism, leftist philosophy, applied to social relations. It is where feminism comes from, pitting men and women against each other instead of recognizing the fact that men and women are interdependent, codependent, we need each other, and we rely upon each other, and we're both of equal worth and value. And I just love how, we've spent decades, since the 1970s and before, of having the left and as embodied by feminism telling us that one woman is as good as another, and to just pick women because of the fact that I guess we can't say anymore that, women have certain body parts. We have, I don't even think it's okay for me to say that, the fact that women have XX chromosomes. But we've been told for decades that you need to put women on things and you need to pick women. And if you don't have women in some part of some club, it's feminist to say that men can't have men's clubs, that you have to put boys on girl sports teams now. And then, and so over and over again, now what we have is this woman claiming, that as a part of the left, that she's not going to take Republicans adopting the left's framework for picking justices, which I am all about that. I don't actually believe that President Trump should be picking, or anyone should be picking someone, for a job that in which sex is negligible. I don't think they should be having sex as a factor in their employment decisions. There are obviously some jobs that I actually think sex does matter to. So for example, I don't personally feel comfortable having a male OBGYN. I think that is perfectly okay sex discrimination. I mean, I wouldn't feel comfortable having a man fit me for a bra in a lingerie shop. I sex discriminate, so I wouldn't want a male gym teacher overseeing my daughter in the locker room if she's involved in a sport, so there's some sex discrimination that makes sense. But in the cases where it doesn't make sense, such as hiring someone for the Supreme Court, that is a sexless, genderless job. And I don't think that Republicans should adopt the leftist ideology with that. But what this New York Times op-ed proves is that the right, even when we try to use the left's tactics, it doesn't matter because they don't care about the tactics. They only care about the end result. And so we should just discard this whole ridiculous, sexist way of looking at the world and picking people because they're women, or picking people because they're Black or Hispanic or whatever the case may be, and pick the best person for the job, no matter what they look like or where they come from. And and stop reading the New York Times except for your own amusement. I'm Joy Pullmann. I'm the executive editor of the Federalist. Thanks for listening.